Changing the lower unit gear oil today on a Yamaha F40. I think it's a 2014 engine. This change is very simple. All we've got to do is take the screw out of the bottom here, screw out of the top here. We got the pan down there to hopefully catch what comes out. Come on, get out of there. And it's started. Let's see if that'll hold. Once we take the top out, we should get some flow. There we go. Be sure it's going in our pan. This looks pretty clean. It looks like it was done recently, but I just bought this boat not long ago off of Craigslist, and I had no idea what kind of maintenance had been done on this. Change of plans. I'm going to use this Valvoline 80 W90 because the diameter of the pump that I had, the end of the pump, that little fitting, the nozzle is too big. So I'm just going to kind of screw this up in there and squeeze it in there. We should be able to get it all in there. Just a little more work. Oh, there we go. It's already coming out. So that's all there is to changing the lower unit gear oil in your outboard engine. I let my oil drain about 15 to 20 minutes before I refilled it. I suggest maybe closer to an hour to make sure all that old oil is getting out of there. Another few things to look for. When you take out the drain plug is magnetic and it's going to hold some shards of metal, which is perfectly okay. Just wipe them off. You don't want to see chunks of metal. Chunks of metal indicate some kind of mechanical failure. Another thing, when you take out the oil, you're going to want to see a bronze color, let's say. Maybe even a little bit, a slight hint of gray to it. That's perfectly fine. You don't want to see a heavy gray. Heavy gray, like this color here, indicates some kind of mechanical failure going on in there. Another color to look for would be heavy milky color. Milky color indicates that water's being mixed with the gear oil as the gears are turning, so you have some kind of water intrusion. Another reason you're going to want to have a mechanic take a look at it. But we don't have a sight glass into what's going on down here. It's not as easy as taking out the dipstick if we have a 4-stroke and seeing what color our oil is. So we need to get in here and change it periodically. You know, people suggest about every year you should change your lower unit gear oil, but if you're using your boat on a consistent basis, especially if you're a flats fisherman, you're in some shallow waters and you might be hitting some bottom every now and then, I'd get in here and change it at least every few months. Like I said, we don't know what's going on in there unless we get in there and take a look at it. But the purpose of the video today was just to show how easy it is to change the lower unit gear oil. So there's really no reason we can't do it on our own.